Welcome to this week's Elevate the Day devotional podcast entitled, Are You Facing a New Season of Life? I can't begin to tell you how many people I have spoken to in the past year who are in between seasons, whether it's because they are newly retired, empty nesters, or simply wanting to change things up. I'm also in a season of change as well, and if I'm honest, it has been challenging. Okay, downright painful. It's been a process of letting go of the old and learning how to embrace the new. Over the past decade, I have had to let go of my corporate career, my entrepreneurial expeditions, and my daily parenting responsibilities. In each of these seasons, I had a specific identity and purpose. I knew what I was supposed to be doing, and I did it. Yet when these seasons ended, so did my identity. I was no longer a VP at a big corporation. I was no longer the founder of a small business. I was no longer a day-to-day mom. I was no longer a freelance communications strategist. There's a real danger, or rather, a challenge we must face when we identify ourselves with what we do, because when we are no longer doing those things, it can lead us to question our purpose. Do we even have one anymore? What are we contributing to the world? When I read through the stories in the Bible, this seasonal adjustment is clear in nearly every single person. They were in a season of one thing, and then God called them to a new season. In fact, for some of them, God even changed their names to more accurately match the new venture he was calling them into. For example, Abram to Abraham, Jacob to Israel, Saul to Paul, Simon to Peter. Every single one of these men were going along in life, doing what they needed to do, likely following in the footsteps of their fathers or family members. Then one day, that all changed. It all changed because of one encounter with God. One. And because of that one encounter, we are still talking about these people thousands of years later, which begs the question, what is God calling each of us to be in this season? Here's what I'm learning. First, no season is wasted. The things we experienced as employees or parents will serve a purpose in what we do next. The skills, relationships, and lessons will all be put to good use. Second, spending time in God's presence is critical so that we can see where He wants us to be. Chaos and confusion are sure to follow if we try to do our own thing in our own way. Lastly, taking a step of faith into where we believe God is calling us will give us the confidence to take the next step. Each of us is here for a reason. Each of us has a purpose. Each of us has worth and value, no matter what work we may be doing in whatever season we are in. God has a purpose and plan for us. Jeremiah 29:11. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. We may not know the reason for the season we are in, but we know the author of the season. And because God is good, there will be good in every season we are blessed to be a part of. Thank you for joining me for this week's Elevate the Day devotional podcast. I pray this message has blessed you and that you will draw closer to God every day. You can discover more resources for your faith journey at elevatetheday.com. Have a blessed day.